Hey guys, John here from Sonic Drive Studio. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to do something fun, and we're just going to check out my entire guitar collection in 2024. March 2024 to be precise. I know some YouTubers that have done a similar video recently, and I thought it would be a fun idea because every guitar collection is unique, of course. Let's just go ahead and get started. All the guitars are lined up against the wall and on the wall behind the camera, and I'm just going to start on the left side and let's see what happens, okay? Let's start with the first guitar. Alright, first up is this ESP LTD EC 1000T, so it's a full thickness Eclipse. This is a quite recent edition. It's a wonderful guitar. This one was made in Indonesia, and I love the violet shadow finish. And of course it's nice and thick, and this neck is really fast, plays super fast. I exchanged the stock pickups from the Fishman Fluence classic open core pickups to the RZK Rammstein set. And I did a video on that, and I did a comparison as well, which you can check out on the channel if you're interested. But these sound and look great in this guitar. I had to do some modifications to get them to fit, but they fit really well now, and they sound killer as well. So yeah, great guitar, gorgeous guitar. What can I say? I should use this in videos more often. Let's check out the next guitar. Alright, next up is a similar guitar to the last one, also an ESP LTD EC 1000T CTM, so that's kind of the custom, just as the blue one, with the binding on the back as well. This one is made in Korea, and this is the, I don't recall what the finish, I think the vintage gold satin, I believe. And yeah, it's a killer guitar, plays really well, sounds really good as well, very chunky. And I also exchanged the pickups in this one. Again, this one also had the Fishman Fluence classic open core pickups, but I put the Will Adler set in there as well. And I did a video on those as well, which you can check out on the channel, of course. But yeah, killer guitar. And I must say that I really like this Fishman set a lot. It's probably my favorite set. And they also look really nice in this guitar. Again, full thickness, just how I like it. Wonderful, wonderful guitar. Let's move on to the next one. Next up, another recent addition. This is the EC 1000T non-CTM version. This one has the charcoal burst finish. Oh man, look at that top. That's just one beautiful top, don't you think? Really cool. This one still has the stock Fishman Fluence classic open core pickups in it, which sound fine. They're not my favorites, but they are quite versatile, and yeah, especially the neck pickup is really nice. So yeah, this is the non-CTM version because it doesn't have the binding on the back, kind of like a Les Paul standard. And this one also plays really nicely, made in Indonesia. It's really thick. I think it's a little bit thicker than the other two, and it's quite heavy, and I like that a lot. I love how it looks, love how it sounds, love how it plays. Yeah, just as with the other two, a wonderful, solid guitar with a unique look. Really like this guitar. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, now we're going to start getting into some Phoenixes, some ESP LTD Phoenixes, which I love a lot. I have a bunch of them, and this one is super awesome. This is the 7-string baritone black metal Phoenix. I love this thing a lot. I mean, 27-inch baritone scale, neck-through design, one single Fishman Fluence modern pickup, stealthy black. I mean, what's not to love? It kind of reminds me of, you know, meshuggah and stuff like that. And I adore this guitar a lot. And yeah, it's tuned to drop A flat currently, which is my main tuning for baritone or baritone 7-string guitars. Can't say enough wonderful things about this guitar. Plays great, sounds great. Also made in Indonesia. And yeah, really killer axe. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so this is the first Arctic metal Phoenix that I got, and it's already turning yellow a little bit, which is kind of funny. I think primarily on the front, but maybe on the back as well. And I modified this one a little bit. There's a different pickup in here. This is a Seymour Duncan distortion pickup, in white of course, which sounds great, very clear and kind of gnarly. And then I exchanged the pickguard and the pickup cavity, or sorry, the truss rod cavity cover with one of my black metal ones, which you'll see later in this video. But yeah, really like this guitar. I really love the single pickup Phoenixes, especially because they're just so simple, chunky, resonant. They play great, you know. Yeah, and they look killer too, and I kind of like this modification over here with the black pickguard and stuff. Yeah, what's not to love? Made in Korea, sounds killer, plays great, really cool guitar, and I also should use this one more often. Let's move on to the next. Okay, so this is the other Arctic Metal Phoenix. Basically the same guitar, also made in Korea. This one is a little bit more lightweight. This one plays and sounds so well. It's practically stock, but I did change the pickup. Normally this guitar has an EMG 81TW, the one that you can split, but I put a regular 81 in here, the white one obviously, because yeah, it sounded a little bit better to me, a bit more clear, had a bit more cut going on. So this is a really nice guitar. This is basically my main 6-string EMG guitar because it sounds really resonant and great with the EMG in it. And again, neck through, you know, plays really well. In general, the quality of ESP and LTD guitars is just very consistent. So yeah, I love these things a lot. What can I say? Let's move on to the next one. All right, another ESP LTD Phoenix. This is the Deluxe 1000 in red something. I don't know the exact name for the finish, but this is a wonderful guitar as well. Made in Indonesia. This one has the Fishman Fluence Moderns in it. The entire set with both the bridge and neck pickup. Really nice guitar. This is probably my favorite guitar for clean tones because this neck pickup is really nice for clean tones, the Alnico neck pickup. Same design as the other ones, neck through. This one is a bit more classy, I guess because it's the deluxe model, you know, with all the appointments and stuff and the nice finish. But I also really like this one, really nice guitar. And I also should use this one more often, which I will, I promise. All right, another Phoenix. This is the Silver Sunset Burst one with the Evertune. Cool guitar, looks really cool as well. My only Silver Burst guitar that I own, and also the only guitar that I own with an Evertune. It's an interesting concept, and I like what it does. I wouldn't want it on all my guitars because it does affect the tone a little bit, but it's wonderful that it stays in tune. Made in Indonesia, has all the appointments again, and yeah, solid axe again. A wonderful neck through Phoenix design from ESP LTD. Yeah, what's not to love? Let's move on to the next. Next up is this Schecter Sunset 7 Triad guitar. This is a cool guitar, very unique. A 7-string baritone, made in Indonesia. Bolt-on neck. This has the Tripocalypse pickup, so that's the triple humbucker pickup. It sounds really good actually. Also for clean tones with the single coil, and this coil over here combined sounds really nice. I did a review on this guitar on the channel. Definitely check it out if you're intrigued by this guitar. It's a really cool, like really thin, ergonomic, and pretty lightweight guitar. Plays really well. Like the action can go as low as you want. I've got it tuned to drop A flat again, which again is my favorite 7-string tuning. Really cool and interesting guitar that I really like. I used this on my recent single as well, The Ghost, that song. So if you want to hear how it sounds in a real song context, you can check that out as well. On to the next guitar. Here we have my Gibson Les Paul Standard 60s, a great Les Paul. I've had a bunch of Les Pauls in the past, a bunch of classics and, you know, a couple of customs and a bunch of other odd models, but this one just hits the mark. This is like the perfect standard for me. I love this finish. I think it's the, I don't know, iced tea or tobacco. I don't remember which one it is exactly, but it looks really nice. Yeah, it's just a great playing and sounding standard. I did replace the pickups, which I also talked about in my review of this guitar. The stock Burstbucker 61s aren't my favorite, and I replaced them with a set of Duncans. So this is a JB, perfect for this guitar, and a 59 in the neck. So yeah, this is my workhorse guitar when it comes to classic crunch tones and stuff like that. Just a great Les Paul standard. Nothing else to say, basically. I should mention, by the way, that all my guitars are strung up with Elixir strings. Elixir, I'm looking at you. Maybe we can make something happen one day, because I love your strings, okay? This one is tuned to E standard, just with a set of 10s. So yeah, really cool guitar, really good Les Paul. Nice. Let's move on to the next. All right, this is my beloved Les Paul Custom. Of course, just a standard custom shop Les Paul Custom. Also one of my workhorse guitars, not the most affordable guitar, but yeah, this is just kind of like a dream guitar that I had to have. Used to have one back in the day that I sold, which I regretted. And a couple of years ago, I got this one. Also reviewed it on the channel in case you're interested. All stock. Sounds amazing. Plays really well. Looks cool, of course. Yeah, just a killer guitar overall. Really love it. And I think you guys have seen a lot of this guitar on the channel because I use it a lot. I have nothing negative to say about this guitar, aside from perhaps the price tag. It wasn't affordable, but yeah, that's what you pay for a brand new Les Paul Custom, right? Let's move on to the next. So this is my ESP LTD Iron Cross guitar, James Hetfield signature. Really cool guitar, made in Korea. It has the headset. It sounds really thick and ballsy. It's not super thick, not like the EC 1000Ts or anything like that, but it's a comfortable guitar with the belly cut and stuff. Does that metallica thing. The headset do sound interesting. They don't sound like your regular EMG 8160 set. They have a different character to them. I don't know if I prefer these over the normal EMG 81, but they sound unique. They sound pretty cool, pretty big, you know, fat low end, big output. So yeah, cool guitar. Nothing really special, but it's just a nice guitar. And if you're into Metallica and James Hetfield, it's a win-win situation. Let's move on to the next. All right, and here we have my EC 1000T. This is an older model. It's from 2014 or so. Again, full thickness, no maple cap. The other ones, so the more recent ones, do have a maple cap. This doesn't. This one plays really well. The neck is a little bit chunky in comparison to, for example, the Iron Cross. And these are the EMGs that I replaced. This is the 57 and the 66. They sound kind of cool, but just as with the headset, they have a unique character that I don't always enjoy. Maybe I'll put some passives in here one day for a bit more bite and passive dynamics. But this is a really solid guitar. I have nothing negative to say about this thing other than that I don't really like the pickups a whole lot. Okay, let's move on to the next. Another workhorse guitar. This is the ESP LTD NW44 Neil Westphal model. I've used this in so many videos and it's just a really reliable and solid guitar. Sounds really nice because of the bare knuckle aftermath pickup. I just like single pickup guitars. I like the simplicity and the elegance of them. And another cool thing about this guitar, aside from how it plays and sounds and stuff, is the 25.5-inch scale. So it's a bit longer than your standard Eclipse or Les Paul, which makes it great for lower tunings, such as a drop C. So that's a really nice touch. Yeah, again, workhorse of the guitar, sounds killer, plays great. And I love the unique sound of the bare knuckle pickup. This kind of has a sort of twang going on, which works really well for heavy stuff. Yeah. Really cool guitar. Here we have another cool, unique ESP LTD. This is an EC401B Baritone Eclipse, 27-inch scale. Also made in Korea, just as with the previous three, which I forgot to mention, but to what extent that matters, I made a video on that, by the way. Both Indonesian and Korean LTDs are great guitars. So yeah, baritone, really solid guitar, plays well, sounds really cool, has the standard EMG 81 and 60 or 85 set in it. Works really well for baritone tunings and just a killer guitar. I know people love this model a lot, as do I. Again, not full thickness or anything like that, but it's cool to have a baritone in a Les Paul shape. And again, plays really well, sounds great. Just a killer guitar overall. Happy to have this one. All right, this one is pretty unique and also fairly recent. This is my Schecter C6 baritone. This is actually a 30-inch scale baritone, so you can tune this thing very, very low. I've tuned it to F sharp, drop F sharp. Made in Korea, it has the standard Schecter hellraiser look with the EMG. I forgot the names, TW maybe, or the 89 or something. You can split the coils and stuff, but they sound fine. This guitar is great, man. It plays great, but you know, the really long scale length is very cool and it makes the guitar very unique. So you can tune this thing as low as you want, basically. Very cool guitar. I did a full demo and review of this guitar on the channel recently as well, which you can check out, of course. Cool guitar for sure. All right, this is another unique one. This is a PRS SE Mike Mushok baritone. This one has been modified by one of the previous owners. So normally this guitar doesn't come in black, but they painted it. I think this was like brown with some sort of burst before. It's a little bit dusty. They put a new bridge on here. They put a DiMarzio pickup in here. They made this bevel over here. Put some black tuners on it. Yeah, it's a cool guitar. It's kind of simple, but it has a really cool, gnarly and clear, ballsy sound to it. So that's why I just can't get rid of it, because it's just a very cool sounding guitar. Plays really well too. Just a killer baritone with a very clear sound. Great. Next up is this ESP LTD SC20 Stephen Carpenter signature model. This is actually the prototype. It doesn't say in which country it was made, and the serial number is very unique. So it's basically probably the first model that they ever made of this, the Nero run. And Stefan himself played this guitar in the promotional video for ESP guitars. In fact, so it's a really cool catch. Yeah, I really like this guitar. This is also the Duncan JB pickup, which happens to sound amazing in this guitar. Makes it sound so aggressive, clear, and ballsy. Just a really cool guitar. Neck through design, alder body, maple neck, 25.5-inch skill. Yeah, this one is really cool and kind of special to me because of the fact that it's kind of a prototype and that it was played by Stefan himself from Deftones. So yeah, really nice guitar. Carrying on with the Deftones theme, another ESP LTD guitar from Stephen Carpenter. This is the 7-string baritone SC607B. I used to have one of these that I bought in New York in 2006 or so that I sold, which I regretted. And right before they went out of production, I snatched one from Toman for a good price. Just a really solid and reliable 7-string baritone guitar, 27 inches, you know. Not too special in terms of the features. I love that it's neck through. Just a really killer guitar. Let's move on to the next. Some of these guitars are a little bit on the dusty side. Maybe I should have done something about that before making this video. This is the SCT607B 7-string baritone by ESP LTD Stephen Carpenter model. Again, this one has the telly vibe. It's really heavy and chunky. I think the body is alder or mahogany. I'm not sure. It's a bit more dense sounding, and the neck feels different as well than the other. But yeah, it's a really cool guitar. I love this one a lot. Looks very classy, and I should use this guitar more often. Yeah, there's nothing not to like about this guitar aside from the fact that this pickup is in the way sometimes, and the reach for the upper frets isn't too great. But other than that, really cool, solid, and thick 7-string baritone. All right, another 7-string baritone Stephen Carpenter ESP LTD model. The single pickup, purple one, purple satin, really cool. Love this one a lot. This is probably my favorite of the Stephen Carpenter models because of the simplicity and the wonderful color. I like the fact that it has no inlays as well, so very basic and kind of stealthy, but then again, it's purple. Of course, with the Stephen Carpenter Fishman fluence pickup in it. Simple, elegant, sounds killer, plays great, rockin' guitar. Really cool, love this thing. All right, so this is my 8-string Stephen Carpenter model, ESP LTD, of course, made in Korea, just as all the other Stephen Carpenter models that I have. 27-inch scale. This pickup is great for 8-string guitars, actually, on the active voicing. The passive voicing, not so much for my taste. I currently have this tuned to drop E, which I need to experiment with a little bit because it's a tuning that I've never used for an 8-string, or not often anyway. Love the red sparkle finish. Sounds really good, plays really well. Just a killer guitar and quite unique, of course, because of how it looks and also, you know, the usual Stephen Carpenter pickup configuration. But yeah, really well-made guitar. Looks really unique. Now, if you know the channel, you've probably seen this guitar. This is This is the best 8-string that I've ever owned. Ibanez M80M Meshuggah 8-string. 29.7-inch scale, I believe. Lundgren pickup. Has that signature Meshuggah sound. Plays really well. Sounds really solid. I used to have another one that was also really well made, but it just didn't sound as good as this one. So I guess I lucked out. Really cool guitar. Workhorse 8-string guitar that I've used countless times on the channel. Really love this thing. All right, this is my Schecter 9-string beast. Damium Platinum 9 or something. 30-inch scale, so that's really cool for the super low C sharp which is basically essential for a 9-string in my opinion. Really cool guitar. The EMG 909 sound really good in this thing actually. Normally this guitar has bat inlays, but I put some fret stickers on that, and I also did a dedicated video on that on the channel, aside from my standard review. So if you're interested in seeing more, about that and how you can change the look of your fretboard completely with those stickers, do check out that video. They look really good, and it's an easy process, and I actually recommend it. It's a cool thing to modify your guitar. Super big neck. Baseball bat, and yeah, sometimes when I want to go super low, this is the guitar. Okay, so 6 more guitars to go and then we're done. I'm not going to do my bass guitars today. This is the first ESP LTD Phoenix that I got. This is the Deluxe 1000 model in white, vintage white or whatever it's called. Really nice guitar, made in Indonesia, plays well, sounds great, nice and chunky, nice weight, nice resonance. This one has the Duncan pickups, SH5 custom in the bridge, and the Fat Cat sort of P90 pickup in the neck through. The Phoenix guitars are just very consistent and reliable, and I love the unique look to them. Just a great, great guitar. Really love this thing a lot. All right, this is my most recent guitar acquisition, the Schecter E1 SLS Elite. I did a review on this guitar on the channel recently. Really nice guitar. Plays super fast neck. Love the neck through design with the 7-piece neck, I believe. Love the woods. Pickup sound killer in this too. Fishman Fluence Moderns. Made in Korea. Just a really cool guitar. I've really come to love the E1 shapes by Schecter. They look really cool. They sit nicely on the lap, and these guitars just play really well. Really well made guitars. So love this thing. This is a really special guitar for me. This is my Schecter E1 Apocalypse Red Rain. I don't know, this is probably one of my favorite guitars of all time because it sounds and plays so well. I don't know what it is, but it's just so resonant, and the frets and the shape of the neck is just perfect. So this is a home run. I absolutely adore this guitar, and the Schecter Apocalypse USA pickups also sound really cool. So yeah, I also did a full demo and review of this guitar on the channel, which you can check out if you're interested. But yeah, really, really wonderful guitar. Absolutely one of my favorite guitars for if I need some solid, chunky, passive tones, but the clean tones on the neck pickup also sound cool. Love how it looks. Love how it plays. Absolutely amazing guitar. Another ESP LTD Phoenix. This is another one of those deluxe models made in Indonesia. This is the quilted maple one with the flat top. Looks really cool. Wonderful guitar. Sounds great. Plays great. Same pickups as the white one. So the Duncans with the Fat Cat. Yeah, I like this one a lot. It's a great, great guitar, and I like how it looks. And I'm really looking forward to trying the new model, which is similar to this one, but with the single Seymour Duncan pickup. I guess that one will be killer too. Really like this guitar. It's really cool. Okay, so this is my ESP LTD Phoenix black metal. This is the standard one with the Fishman Fluence modern pickup. A little dusty. This is how they come stock. So fully black Fishman. Plays great, sounds great. Made in Korea. Just a really solid guitar. I just love the simplicity of these models and the stealthy black look. Really killer guitar. Whew, and this is the final guitar for today. Another black metal, same as the previous one, but this one is modified. This one was made in Indonesia. And this is the one where I swapped the pick guard with the white guitar just to make it look a little bit more unique. A really cool guitar. Plays really well. Plays insanely well. Really comfortable. This is one of the two that has the nickel frets. The others all have stainless steel frets. But I must say that it feels really smooth to play because of that for some reason. And this is the Seymour Duncan Nazgul pickup. So, killer guitar. Now, one thing that you may have noticed on a bunch of my guitars is that I tend to put some foam underneath the strings here, and people ask me all the time why I do that. It's basically to mute the unwanted resonances, which you sometimes get when you play like chick, fast, chunky stuff. And a lot of times I put some tape on here as well for the same reason. Again, all my guitars are strung up with Elixir strings, and yeah. If you have any questions about my guitars or the setups or anything like that, just drop a comment down below and I'll do my best to answer them all. Phew! I hope you enjoyed this guitar collection run through. I tried to do it as fast as possible. I'm kind of out of breath, but I enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like and subscribe down below, as that really helps the channel out. I'd hugely appreciate that. And of course, you can also follow Sonic Drive Studio on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Cheers!